Hi, I'm Amita Gokhale and back with another episode of Rendezvous, the story of power, passion, and purpose. I'm sure you're enjoying each episode where we have spoken to people from the corporate world, consultants, trainers, and coaches. Today, I have with me Anuja Sathe, an actress by profession. She started off working in 2008 with a Marathi show, did experimental and commercial theatre for a few years, kept working in Marathi industry till 2015, and then did her first Hindi show on Star Plus in a lead role called Tamanna. Then we saw her in Peshwa Bajirao, Jhansi Ki Rani, feature films like Blackmail, Parmanu, web shows like Ek Thi Begum season 1 and 2, and now we will get to see her in Maharani season 2. Let us understand from Anuja how the 3 Ps have worked for her in her acting field. Hi Anuja, how are you doing today?
Hi, Mamita. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good, and thank you so much for your time for this rendezvous, the story of power, passion, and purpose.
Pleasure is all mine.
So, the field that you are in and the actress that you are, I guess the 3 Ps would have been a part of your life. So, I would like to understand what comes to your mind when you hear these words.
Um, if we talk about, say, power, I think often I feel that this word is being misconstrued. It's actually two sides of a coin, so to speak. Power could be destroying, power could be building up something, and which I would like to talk about is the constructive and the positive side of power. Because sometimes what happens is people look at power or being powerful in a way that it's something that rich people have, or the influence that rich people can create, or the political power. But I think power is an ability or a capacity to influence people, or change the course of things or situations, and it could be done in a right way. It could be done in, there is no right or wrong to it.
Right.
So I feel power comes in all sorts of shapes and forms. It could be power of education, it could be power of creativity, it could be power of intelligence, it could be power of entertainment, that the field that I am into currently. So that plays a very, very important role. Because when I look at myself and the stage that I am at of my life and my career, I think whatever I say and I express, and my emotions, or my work uh, influences people in a way. If I post something on social media, and if I express something, that is power. Because people, I can reach out to say number of people who actually would like to know what I want to say, and what I feel, and what I would like to suggest. So I think that is in a way itself is power. So I would just like to give you an example. That I am an animal lover, and there was this incident which was a bizarre incident that happened with an elephant. And I just one day decided to write a post about it, and I tagged PETA India to it. And because my account is verified, PETA actually replied. I think that is the power of words that I can exercise, and I think that is the power of my position today in people's lives. So yes, it makes a lot of difference. Also, when I entertain people, if people cry with me, that is, again, I am influencing them in a way. If they laugh with me, I am influencing them in a way. So yeah, it plays a very key role in my life, and in everybody's life, actually. Now, secondly, if we talk about passion is something that cannot be really explained in words. theoretically, yes, we can say that it is for something that you have interest in or you have a strong liking for. But I think it's driven by something, that's a force. And passion is something that you can find on your own. People cannot tell you that you should be liking something. If you really like doing something from the bottom of your heart, I think you find the passion for it. And without having the passion, you cannot sustain anything that you're doing in life, whether it's your job, it's your extracurricular activities or your hobbies or anything that you do. In general, passion is extremely important for living. And I think that is something that comes through experience and understanding of things. So yeah, that is for passion. And of course, purpose. Now, if you've identified what you're passionate about, I think purpose comes along with it. Like for example, when I was a kid and I did not know what I wanted to do. I didn't have a purpose. Now today I can say that I have a purpose of entertaining people, and that is also my passion. So I think they go hand in hand. So not just as a career, but in general, something that you like to do and you have a passion for or you're passionate about, I think the purpose follows. And yeah, so that's about it. I feel these 3 P's mean, I think they're more than what I just could articulate. But yeah, I can just put my thoughts into it and I can see whatever I just said.
I guess, thank you, first of all, Anuja. In terms of bringing the perspective of power comes with responsibility, and the example that you shared, it and the position that you hold is influencing, right? And
Yes.
everything that you say, and you're holding it so responsibly. I'm so proud of that, because not everyone handles power that well. And very well put in terms of passion and purpose. I guess that's the alignment. And that's where we all are in terms of, yes, if I'm passionate, perhaps the purpose comes. I really like the way it comes to you. It comes in, you get to know what's your calling.
Exactly.
Very well articulated on this. For you, Anuja, of course, I have coined it as power, passion, and purpose. But how would you rank them in your life?
So I would always say that passion comes first, and the purpose follows through. And obviously, because you found your purpose and you already are passionate about something that you're doing, I think that gives you a sense of having that power. So power comes later. I think that would be the sequence for me, because when you do something that you really like to do, and if you find your purpose in it, then you obviously feel empowered and powerful, and then you can express yourself. You have that confidence. I think yes, power comes with experience and understanding of your interests and passions, and then purpose.
I think I am also aligned to the thought. Of course, when I put it up, I didn't have any ranking in mind. I just went with the sync of it. But here, when I think through and when I'm listening to you, yes, passion, since it's from within, perhaps that within, and with the passion, the purpose gets aligned, and both the P's, the third P follows, the power that we have.
Yes.
So how has these 3 P's unfolded in your life? Has it followed the same way, or is there a story that you would like to share for our listeners today?
So so I always had passion for these art forms. When I was a kid, I used to sing. I was learning music. So everybody around me even I thought that I would be a singer. But when I decided to shift that actually happened eventually, that my interest shifted to towards theater or acting, and when I took it up as a career, slowly I had somewhere started really liking what I was doing. And and it happens with a lot of people that they really love what they do, whether it's their job or anything else that they're doing. Sometimes the situation is such that people are stuck into jobs that they do not like to do, but then what they do is they find their passion in something else. Because if they can't quit their jobs because of certain situations and whatever the circumstances are, I think they find their passions and they decide to get unwind in a different way. So in my case, what happened was, the way I was unwinding and the way I was trying to explore my own talent and my own creativity and my own interests, I eventually took it up as a career. So I love my job, and again, it's my job. So I love what I do. I love my job. So the passion is it continues.
Right.
And so eventually, when I took it up as a career, I understood that this is what I want to do, and I think this is what is going to give meaning to my life and meaning to my career and meaning to everything that I do. So I think I found my purpose through my passion, like I said earlier.
Yeah.
And then now I am at a stage, which I again explained previously, that I am at a stage where I can exercise my power through my words, my expressions, and my work. Because again, the kind of, sometimes we get to do this certain characters which have a strong social message. That is again a power of entertainment, a power of an actor to reach the hearts of people. And I think that's how I have been exercising all these 3 Ps in my life. And it is today that I'm speaking to you, even I am understanding. When I thought about it, it's unfolding in front of me, because even I had not thought of it that thoroughly initially as well. So now that I'm talking to you, I think things are unfolding in front of me as well.
Wow. Thank you. And the way you're talking and the way you're narrating it, also I'm feeling those chapters, those pages just going away, when you started learning music and then theater, and now you are an established actress. But by the way, before I forget, Anuja, you do sing very well. So please continue sharing that. I'm sure your listeners and your supporters will love that. Coming to maybe you and me perhaps have reached a stage where we are able to talk about this, but there are still people who are yet in search, of their purpose, maybe also passion. What would you suggest to them?
I would say, I think people never should stop doing what they love. Whether it is their careers or it is something else that they like to do. That if you stop doing, suppose if a person likes to paint, or if a person likes to going on a hike or trekking or getting it, like if a person loves sports, suppose. So I think people, what happens is they get consumed by day-to-day life so much, and their jobs and whatever their responsibilities are. I think somewhere, if they stop doing what they like to do, you will never find your passion. If you are really passionate about your work, great. What your job is giving you that happiness and that solace, great. But if not, then what else do you like to do? I think people should never stop doing that. Once you restrict yourself, I think you will never be able to find that passion and your interest, and then the purpose and the power comes along with it. So I think people should continue doing what they really love and what gives them happiness, because that is the root of everything, happiness.
Yeah. I think one is action. Continue doing what you love, I guess, is something that perhaps will also get us the calling, as yes, this is something that, the purpose also comes in. If I continue doing, maybe, for me, it has been training, now coaching.
Correct.
If I do not do it, or if I say, I don't want to do this anymore, then after that what, and that's where perhaps the stop comes in. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
Exactly. So if you look at yourself, you have shifted. You actually decided to shift industries, and
Yes.
and you have
Yeah.
you have really found that path.
Yes.
And that is exactly what I want to say, that it is not necessarily uh, the job that you're doing, but it
Yeah.
could be anything in life
Exactly.
that which gives you happiness, which gives you peace, which by doing that for at least 15 minutes or 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes a day, if it's going to give you a nice sleep in the night, I think that is something that you should look for and never discontinue doing that.
Yes, I think this is a very powerful message, Anuja, because what happens is, sometimes we also, a lot of people connect to like, oh, I love this, but it's not giving me enough livelihood. So I cannot continue this. I should,
Right.
but maybe the message is that I still continue doing it, but I look at what else can I do along with it. And perhaps
Correct.
that's where the passion and purpose can get aligned.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
and human mind and human brain is hungry. I
exactly.
mean, it is, you can feed so much to your brain
Yes.
that it will never be enough. So I think there are so many things out there. If if one really likes to just sit back and watch whatever content on TV or internet, might as well do that. I mean, it you should just do what makes you happy, and I really believe that, so throughout the lockdown, this was the only mantra that I followed, that I will just do whatever makes me happy.
Yeah. Again, that's a very powerful choice that each one of us have, that let's
Yes.
do something that we can be happy with. So
Yes.
so Anuja, the final question for this conversation would be, what would be your words of wisdom for our listeners?
uh, that I would say, just follow your passion, and follow what your heart says.
Yeah, so that's, I was just trying to listen to my heart at this point of time. That was the pause. It was wonderful talking to you, Anuja, and thank you
Thank
so
you.
much again. Look forward to more such conversations with you.
Same here, same here. Thank you so much.
Do what makes you happy. I guess that was the most important takeaway from this conversation, where Anuja shared with her journey of how the 3Ps have worked for her, and possibly just do what you're passionate about. Go ahead, enjoy life, and be yourself. Thanks for listening to us today.